Hello, this is Troy Sweeney at Saywordtv, and we're here with the CEO of Luminous Velocity Productions, Asukaya Bailey. How you doing?
I'm good. How you been?
I'm alright. Tell us about Luminous Velocity Productions.
Well, Luminous Velocity Productions is basically a company based on my interests. I spent a long time with 3D animation, sound, video, and technical consultation. So over the years, from the experience in the business and the places that I've worked, I've decided to take the experiences and the stuff that I've done and start to be able to provide those services for other people using myself as a catalyst. So that's basically Luminous Velocity. Our tagline is maintaining the speed of thought, so if you could think it up and we can deliver it, then I probably have somebody that could do it for you, if not myself.
Now, what exactly are you delivering?
We deliver all kind of different content. If you need an HD video done, if you need an MP3, if you need something encoded and put up on YouTube, if you need a movie poster, a billboard, book cover, we pretty much do it all.
Now, how did you get into it?
The way I got into it is I think I had a very strong foundation from my parents. My whole family is Rasta. We all come from East Flatbush and further back going to Jamaica, going back to Africa. But what they always tried to instill in us was a concept of self-reliance and a concept that knowledge is power, and the more that you learn is the more that you're supposed to be able to do with it. So what I started is when I was 16, I started working at a computer shop and I started gaining my skills there. So I learned, as I knew that computers would be the next big thing, I started working on that, started building computers, learning how that went. I then left there and went to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale from 96 through 98. I didn't finish school, but I was able to get the basic skills in Photoshop, Illustrator, 3D Studio, and a lot of other packages that over time have become industry standard. From there, in 99, when I got back from school, I ended up linking with a brother named Patrol Jackson. Some of y'all might know him as Cot, big heavy producer here in our hood. And he came in and saw that I had a love for music and started teaching me engineering. From there, I started to fuse all of that, both the computers, the music, video, graphics, into my own creation while working at different companies and going around the world and learning different things.
Now, Cot got you into engineering, or?
Well, Cot started teaching me engineering and production, actually. So like when I first came there, I didn't really know a lot. I knew basic things, wires, this would connect to that, that would connect to this. But over time, I learned what a mixing board was, how to use sound modules, how to use keyboards, and what general balance and certain things that go into sound and production, because everything that we're hearing on the radio is not just an overnight process. You know what I'm saying? It's not something somebody comes up with overnight. It's a formula. No matter what kind of music you're doing, if you're doing hip-hop, R&B, gospel, reggae, drum and bass, hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, house music, dance music, you might even be doing country. There's a formula.
Now, sometimes when I come to your house, I see you repairing stuff. Now, how did you get into repairing equipment?
Well, the repairing and equipment came back all the way from my pops. He used to have a lot of stuff soldered and a lot of different things, but when I started with Cot, he used to call me specs. Specs, not just glasses, but meaning specification. So if they had an issue or a thing at 16, 18, 19, he'd give me a manual, I'll sit down, I'll read it, I'll come back and I'll tell you what the problem is. It's basically being an engineer. I don't have a degree for what I do. What I'm based on is my experience. Maybe, who knows, in the future it might give me a PhD just for being nice.
I hear that. Now, who are you working with now? What type of projects are you working on?
Presently we have a couple different projects that are going on. Finishing up a documentary called Take the Lead for LaGuardia's Office of Student Life. Just finishing up a house remix project for the Sony artist called Charlie. Very, very provocative and very seductive stuff. Well, let's just say it ain't for little kids. I have another book project going on, two books actually going on with Cot's brother Simon Jackson from the esteemed order of Rosicrucis, so he's FRC. And he has one book coming out on mystical thinking and another one called Mortal Ascension, which hopefully should be the Twilight Killer. So keep your eyes out for that one. In addition, a host of other projects on my own website and whatever I decide to come up with to work on.
Now, you were helped when you first started engineering and production. Now, is Luminous Velocity Productions going to give any courses on how to do some of the things
I think at some point later I'll definitely open up a school or start teaching different courses and do some tutoring on graphic design, on illustration, on concept, maybe just general thinking, also engineering and music. But I think at this point right now it's like, while I like teaching and I try to reinforce and teach people that come with me and they come and they teach me, I think it's important right now to be doing. I think at the later point, once we've established something and people know our product and know what we've done and the skills that we're bringing to the table, then we'll start branching out to teach as a particular brand. But I think for right now, it's very essential to start doing first before you teach. Because you're always teaching. A lot of people profess, but not a lot of people can manifest.
Okay, now, you said earlier that you didn't finish school, but you still progressed and learned skills. Now, what would you say to kids who are in school? I mean, why is it important to stay in school? I mean,
well, I think it's important to stay in school. I think it's important for people to really get that sense of accomplishment. In life, we go through a lot of ups and downs. We go through a lot of turmoil. We go through a lot of problems. But the thing is, success builds success. We live in a country where a lot of people have come here and realized, and like, you know, Americans don't really have a problem with failure. While I was born here, I don't consider myself 100% American. I'm not 100% Jamaican either. And I'm definitely on some whole other levels from in between, so I'm trying to take the best of each. But when it comes down to school now, it's go to learn the things that interest you. Not all classes are going to be great, not all teachers are going to be the absolute bomb, but you know what I'm saying? You're going to find people and you're going to find things that you actually like. Those are the things that you need to go into as your life progresses from coming out of school to real life, because all that school should be is that basis for what you're going to be as you get older and as you become more established. So for me, I mean, we look at certain things like people like Bill Gates, Kanye, showing you what the college dropout. You're looking at people like Steve Jobs. A lot of these people dropped out of school. Puffy, they all dropped out of school. But at the end of the day, what they'll do is they'll find people that did go to school and use them to help reinforce their ideas. So even if sometimes you're not going to be the person that's doing everything, you're not the one making all the money, sometimes just being there to reinforce the idea, you can learn a lot and then learn how to apply that to yourself so that when your time comes or you see the opportunity, you can go ahead and take it.
Now, what advice would you give to kids who are aspiring to be engineers or graphic designers?
Well, the advice that I would say is we have a wealth of power now through the internet. I mean, I'm not going to advocate piracy, quote unquote, but I will tell you that there are a lot of things out there that if you need to find it, you can find it. If you need to find the training is online. If you need to find it, the training is still in libraries. I still advocate the essential for research. It's like there's a lot of things, go to libraries, go to museums, go to places that inspire your heart to get the feelings that you need and the things that you want to see. It's like, wow, I never thought about doing something like that. Or maybe that's so outside of the frame, because a lot of times a lot of us will succumb to peer pressure. Oh, that's not cool. Oh, dude, that's so gay. That seems like a big thing that everybody's stuck on nowadays, but what they don't realize is people outside wearing tight jeans and all this, gay people design those things. I'm not a gay dude. I'm not going to gripe them. That's their business. At the same time, when people look at music and they look at hip-hop, they look at all these other things, and now we have people like Eminem, and it's like it's a crossover of cultures. We look at certain things, people forget that rock and roll was invented by black people coming from R&B, rhythm and blues. Now we have people like Justin Timberlake making millions of dollars singing old spirituals. So it's like we need to step up, especially as black people, and I'm going to say this and reinforce, especially as black people, especially as African people, because black has no origin. You know what I'm saying? Start reinforcing yourself. Start reinforcing the things that you love. Start reinforcing and learning about where you come from and where you're trying to go to, because those are the things that are going to make a difference. A lot of us keep consuming, we keep absorbing everything that's fed to us. Oh, I love that 50 album. Oh, I gotta go out and buy this, but it's like, do you really need it? At the end of the day, is that making you better as a person? I think a lot of it comes from internal, much more so than external. If I get a big car, a big house from this, that's cool, but by that time, I'll know what to do with those things. It won't just be something that's there just to look nice, and I'm still paying for it, or it's a rental.
Alright, I want to thank you for your time, and I wish you luck with Luminous Velocity.
Well, thank you. Definitely looking forward to it, and I'm gonna definitely have to give a big round of applause and mad love to my man from Saywordtv, Troy Sweeney. You know what I'm saying? This dude is out here doing it, and you gotta respect his gangster and what he's trying to accomplish with everything that's going on. So please keep your eyes out. I think Saywordtv is gonna be doing big things. They on YouTube, they online, they on cable, BCAT access, and they'll probably be going worldwide soon. So keep your eyes tuned. All right? Peace, everybody.